everyone, and welcome back to the USH Learning channel. Do you know what this is? Yes! It's a flower! Everyone knows what a flower is. But do you know how a flower is made? How about other plants? How do they grow? What do they need? In today's video, we will explore the life cycle of a plant. Are you ready? Let's go! The life cycle of plants is just that, a cycle. It's easy to imagine it as a wheel that goes around and around and around. On this wheel are 5 steps. Each step is a special stage that each plant needs to grow and develop into. If we look at step 1, we can see that all plants start with seeds. These are like tiny boxes that hold everything that a plant needs to get started. These seeds hold information that will tell the plant when and how to start growing. Have you ever taken a look inside the seed? Let's have a look now. Every seed is made up of 3 main parts. If you look closely, you can see a thin shell around the seed. This is the first main part, and it's called the seed coat. The seed coat's job is to protect the seed from being destroyed or ruined easily. The second main part of the seed is the biggest part. It's the food storage. During the very earliest parts of a plant's life, it can't get the nutrients it needs from the soil or sun. So, the food storage is there to provide energy as the plant grows. The third and final part of the seed is the embryo. This is the part of the seed that holds all the information that will tell the plant how to grow. The entire plant will grow from the embryo, and the rest of the seed is there to ensure the embryo has the best start. The next step in a plant's life cycle is called germination. This step occurs about 3 days after a seed is planted into the ground. When a seed is planted, the seed coat, that hard protective outside, begins to soften. In the meantime, the plant embryo begins to eat up all that delicious food stored within the seed. As it does this, the embryo begins to grow up towards the surface as well as downward, further into the ground. The plant's upward growth is called shoots. It is growing up in the search of sunlight, which the plant needs to grow. The plant's downward growth are called roots. These spread out below the seed in the search for water and nutrients, which the plants also need to grow. If there are enough nutrients, the plant will quickly emerge from the soil as a sprout. This is the next step in a plant's life cycle. As a sprout, the plant will continue to grow and grow and grow. It will make leaves to get energy from the sun. This process is called photosynthesis. The sprout needs this energy to grow even more and to begin making flowers. These baby flowers are called buds. They aren't quite full flowers yet and need to develop a bit more before they blossom. When the buds blossom, they are now adult flowers. This is the step we see most when we go to the park or visit gardens. It's full of beautiful colors. It's important for plants to grow flowers because it's during this stage that they can reproduce and make new plants. So how do flowers make new flowers? They can't move, right? First, let's take a look at parts of a flower. The colorful outside parts are called petals. These petals help to attract insects, like bees, to the flower. But what the insects want is in the center of the flower. It's a liquid called nectar. Surrounding the nectar, in the middle of the flower, is a substance called pollen. When bees land on the flower to drink its nectar, they become covered in the flower's pollen. Then, when that bee flies off to a different flower nearby, that pollen mixes with another plant's pollen. Once the pollen is mixed, the adult plant is able to make new seeds. During this final step, seeds are spread through many different methods. They could be spread via the wind blowing them around, simply falling to the ground, being washed away in water from rain or floods, or even when an animal eats the plant and poops the seeds out. No matter the method, once this new seed finds a suitable place, the cycle begins again and again and again. To review, today we learned about a plant's life cycle. The 5 steps in that cycle: seed, germination, sprouts, adult plants, and reproduction. The next time you're out and about, why not look around? Have a look at the plants nearby you. What cycle are they at? Can you see any seeds that are falling? Or any bees that are drinking nectar and taking their pollen to different flowers? Well, I hope you enjoyed learning about the life cycle of plants. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.